My name is John Pilar. People call me JP. I'm a videographer and photographer and now producer. I'm putting together this song for Jersey Mental Health with like 70 artists on one song. So today's been crazy and it's just good to see old friends. Yeah. For a long time, I always wanted to do something for mental health, but could never find the right people to do it for, I guess, like free, if that makes sense. Because I always feel like if you're gonna do something for a cause, do it and, you know, don't expect money back. So I thought of what's the best way to do it, and I thought about this song, and I was watching the We Are the World documentary, and I'm like, shit, what if Jersey did this for mental health? Because mental health is awful. Like, I just reading that America is like one of the most unhappy countries now. We're not even in the top 20. So I thought it was a cool action to do and show that Jersey could really come together to do something. Honestly, I've been doing this underground shit for like 5 to 6 years. I was originally part of a media group called Excessive, or Excessive TV, shout out Excessive. And I recently left to just do my own venture. And so yeah, I guess over time, just making connections and making friends, it's just a cool experience overall, because Jersey's just tight like that. You know one person, you know everyone here. I always found it like, I don't know, I always feel like when I see like artists having like beef or like being like all weird like that, I just kind of sit there and I'm like, for what reason? For what purpose? Why can't we ever just come together and do something? And that's another reason when it comes back to the project. Like, I want to also prove that Jersey can come together and do something right and do something for other people instead of, hey, like my song's dropping and if you don't support me, fuck you type shit. I'm very happy that, you know, something like this is actually working. I feel like sometimes we take who we know for granted and we just don't support as much as we can. Because a lot of people don't realize, like Atlanta, Florida, fucking LA, all those like hot spots of music, it's like Jersey's so much more different. We actually connect and we actually care about each other. But then when one person stops caring about the next, everyone's gonna start doing that and then we're gonna be just like Atlanta. So I don't know, I feel like when it comes to Jersey, it's just like community is very important to push a bigger message. And yeah, once again, the reason why I'm doing this. Everyone around you suffers through something. You know, if your friend's father passes, they're going through something. And if you have a situation that, even you get in a car accident, you break your leg, you're going through something. But there's always a mental disruption within everybody. There's always something going on in someone's life. So I don't know, it's kind of a message saying that like, hey, you're not alone. You're not the only person that's suffering through depression and anxiety or, you know, possibly thinking suicidal or anything like that. I was actually, it was kind of crazy. I was reading that 132 suicides in America happen every day. And I was really thinking about that and I was like, that's like 2 school buses, like almost 2, like maybe more. I'm not good with math, but like that's absurd. So if you're feeling a certain way, talk to someone, go find professional help, like in all honesty, because they're gonna help you through whatever is going on and just don't give up. So yeah, so this is the 3rd day of recording like the mass amount of artists. Like I think today we should have 25 artists on the song. A couple people went off, it used to be 28, but that's cool, that's fine. No, the song's going crazy right now. We probably are very close to like 50 people on the song already. Supposed to hit a little under 70, so it's overall just amazing. You know, it's funny because I remember when the McCarthys, because the McCarthys are the ones that produced it, they did a lot of guitar work. That they're doing the mixing and mastering. Nick Wallace as well. They did the lyrics for the chorus. Like they're really the brains and pushing the buttons behind this. I'm just a producer at the end of the day when it comes to production based, grabbing people and getting it all together. Honestly, like the biggest takeaway I would say thus far is I'm just realizing that like anyone can do it. It don't matter what part in your career it is, anyone can do this. So it's like I advise people that even if you're a videographer and a photographer and you're like, man, I want to do other things, I want to try other things, try it. Because you're gonna find the idea that's gonna push. Like this is, I'm still blown away that so many people were down to do this. Like I still don't know how it's working and how it's like, it's just a blessing. But in retrospect, anyone can do this. So if you have an idea, do it. Like actually do it. You know, a lot of people would probably ask me like, oh, do you hope it gets like 1 million views and then hope it gets like, and goes national and all that. Like, of course that would be amazing because it spreads a huge message. But in all honesty, I just wanted the message to be spread. I want people to see people that, you know, are in the industry that always, you know, flexing and saying like, oh, I'm fired and like all that. I do the same thing. But we all have our own sufferings. No, but like in all honesty, I just hope it raises a good amount of money and people can also just, you know, understand that you're not alone. And I hope it shows Jersey that we can come together to do something for once. Like, come on. Like, I know we're not performing, but we like all on a song together. That's crazy. We're still in the recording process, so I don't have a place for y'all to see it or donate yet. So hopefully by the time this comes out, we'll have something. It should be right. Well, can I do this? It should be right here. Is that working? Yeah, right here. You can find me at jpolaro11. That's my personal, and you can find my media page at jp_creative vision. Listen here, people. If you have an idea and people either doubt it or you just believe that it's not gonna work, it might just fucking work. Because right now, this is working. And with me, I'm not a crazy videographer, photographer. I'm very small in my startings. Anyone could do this. If you have a brilliant idea, or like not even a brilliant idea, if you just have an idea to make a change, or an idea that you feel that people could really get behind, do it. Don't sit there, don't sit on it, just do it. That work? Just do it!
What's up, man? I'm Tino Nami, and I'm here, for the Mental Health Association, and we doing a track, Pulled Up, Show Love. You know what I'm saying? So, I came, laid a verse down, a bar for the Mental Health Association. JP hit me up. I know JP from, this other label. I know him from that, and then, we actually worked before. He tapped in with me, and, he shot my music video. It was cool. It's my boy, right?
So is this the first time you worked with 70 other rappers on one song?
Yeah, man. Definitely the first time I ever did that. It's dope though. I feel like it's valid for a good cause, At the end of the day, like, shout out to the Mental Health Association. Mental health is definitely a big thing in the world, and I do know a lot of people that deal with it, so it's actually good that we're doing this for them. Spreading awareness and helping them possibly feel better about themselves and, get better. Community, well, it's crazy you say that, because I recently, about a month ago, launched my own management company, helping upcoming artists and stuff like that. Yeah, I launched my own management company. It's called Popular Outcast for a reason. So basically, there's a lot of artists and people in general that feel like outcasts. Like, people don't really invite them to things. They don't feel like they belong. So I did create this company, as a community, so that way everybody, has their time to shine and be noticed, So community is definitely important. Man, get a team, be around other artists, other creatives, and work, Be consistent. That's like the way you're gonna actually get somewhere, So community is definitely a big thing. So my boy, the producer just walked in, you know what I'm saying?
Ready?
Yeah, the producer just walked in, yeah. Well, the vibes is Tino Nami, you know what I'm saying? Social media, music platforms, whatever y'all wanna look it up, Tino Nami, and yeah.
Perfect. Appreciate you, bro. But yeah, everybody's kind of wondering who the kid is back there on the photo. So I feel like I definitely need you to clarify that real quick.
All right, that's my oldest brother, Kevin. He's 6 years older than me. Brian, 3 years older than me. And then that's me. My name's Kyle. My artist name is Shaky by Nature, artist producer name. Today I'm mostly engineering to produce, and I'm an artist myself. Yeah, today engineering the project for mental health. A couple months before this, we met up at an open mic and stuff and reconnected because we went to high school together. So I hadn't seen him in a while, but he was just, I saw he was super connected with people. And so yeah, he just came to me with the idea. It was kind of funny because he was here a week or so before, and he was talking about We Are the World. That was really his inspiration for it. So, he watched the documentary and he came to me, told me about the whole idea, which I thought was incredible. And just, about how he wanted a spot for it and needed somebody to produce it. And of course, I was honored that he asked me to do it. So yeah, and here we are. Yeah, no, it's something I haven't experienced. I don't think any of us have probably been on, done something like this. So it's definitely something new, especially today, trying to deal with it, with just me and John. But it's a lot, but I don't know, everybody's been coming in with just great vibes and stuff and just love the space and seem to have a lot of respect for me and the spot. To me in general, it's really everything you really can't get far with just by yourself. I love making music for myself and stuff, but it's a different feeling doing it with other people, or like sharing it with other people, whatever it is. I think it really like makes music what it is. It's a whole different experience than doing it just on your own. And again, you're not going to get as far. And this project wouldn't have happened if John wasn't an amazing networker who just is always wanting to connect with people, then had his own little community that he had like kind of made and contact list and all that. So I mean, it's everything for this project to be possible. Just do as much of whatever it is with music that you love. There are people that are, people doing all different like aspects of music, and there's gonna be people that are super passionate about one thing. And I think that's one of the most important things about like collaboration, just networking and stuff, is like coming together with people and playing off each other's strengths. So I'm mostly on Instagram, TikTok mostly. Shaky by nature. Shaky also just a Y. Some people think it has an E, but SHAKY. And yeah, also Spotify and all those streaming platforms. It's the same name. So that's where all my music as an artist is under.
This man is a genius, and he plays like he's not a genius. And he's really, really talented, and he plays like he's not talented. He's the most humble, talented motherfucker in the world, and it pisses me off. So get ready for Shaky by Nature's drops, because they're fucking crazy.
Appreciate it.
Perfect.
All right.
Appreciate you, bro.
Of course, yeah.
Solid. First interview in the living room?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I'm Johnny Seed. I'm a recording artist and a recording engineer, and I'm here recording a song that John put together. Surreal. It's like kind of weird a little bit, because like I've only got to meet like maybe 10 of the artists out of all 72. It's all being done in more than one day, so it's pretty surreal, like not even having actual interactions with some of these artists, but still coming together somewhat, whether it be spiritually or not physically. But at one point we were all in the same studio recording this, so it's really cool to think about all the artists that were on it, but again, a little bit surreal, because it's like I don't really know them all fully, but we still came together to create something beautiful. So it's really funny how I even met John. I met him like out of the blue at an event that I was doing, and he was also recording the event. Our interactions are always just kind of like picking up right where we left off with the same energy, so that's always great, working with someone that you're already like vibrating with on the same level, like right from the jump where you left off. But even today, like seeing him, like we don't really like shake hands in the sense of like, oh, how have you been? Like I already know how he's been working, same with me. So it's like we get together and it's right to work, but it's still very friendly. It's a great environment to work in. Community is everything. I feel bad that I haven't done more for my community. Being from Atlantic City, New Jersey, our community is pretty small, but at the same time it's huge, because there's so many levels to New Jersey. There's like a spot in New Jersey that doesn't even exist, but people claim to exist, like Central Jersey. But how you feel about it or don't feel about it, it's still a big place, and there's a lot of local artists all through New Jersey, even touching New York a little bit, and it's not even New York. There's a lot of artists in our community, and I feel that coming together with them really brings out the best of New Jersey, and community again is everything. So without your community, you don't have push, you don't have support, you need your community. I would personally love to change the way we like interact and speak with one another, because it's like there's a lot of artists that are genuine and they're just about the work, and I know that there's like a big industry business side to all of this, and there is a price tag that comes along with everything, but aside from that, it's like we're people, at the end of the day, it's people that we're talking to. Other than being just artists, we're human beings, so talking to one another when it comes to collaboration or even supporting one another, hitting people up. I can never hit up a big time artists in their DMs and be on some genuine like, hey, I would love to work with you. It's always just like, here's the fee. It's never like, hey, I heard your work, I like your work, I'm interested, I do have a budget. You know what I'm saying? It's always just about a price tag, and I don't like that. I feel like when it comes to communicating with other artists, we're all artists, we all love the same craft, so we should definitely be more open to just having genuine conversations. Genuine isn't really found in the industry, sadly. It's the name of the game. I feel like a lot of artists are very sensitive. If you're not sensitive, you can't really create art. We're very emotional, and regardless of how you want to put it into words. Me personally, as an artist, it's just expressing myself in everyday situations, when I go through pain, when I go through love, when I go through just like adventure, excitement. I put that all into my music, and I like to think that all other artists do the same. As far as like having that outlet, It's really important as an artist to be able to express yourself musically or however you do, whether that be dancing, through art, because mental health is very overwhelming and everybody goes through mental health issues, regardless of how strong you are. Everyone has different upbringings, but at the same time, we're all very similar when it comes to dealing with something. We all have something we're dealing with, and it's impacted many people in many different ways. So I connect this to mental health personally because this is my outlet when it comes to mental health. Whenever I'm stressing out or I'm just down, depressed, I put it into my music. Unfortunately, other people have other outlets that aren't healthy or the best for them. I bring music to my community to show my community that there's other ways to deal with your stress, to deal with your pain, to deal with your issues. So mental health and music are very connected. Ask yourself questions first. Like, find out what it is that you feel. Instead of looking outward, it's best to look inward. Once you finally found out what it is that you're feeling, you can seek help or you can help others, because I'm sure there's a lot of people dealing with the same thing you are. But my biggest advice to someone that's an artist or not even an artist, that's just dealing with mental health, besides getting help, is helping yourself as best as possible, because a lot of times people just allow themselves to fall down. And the biggest part of life is you, inward. You have to figure it out yourself before you can go and reach out for others. So if you don't really know where you're at, it's best to ask questions. My best advice to someone is just ask questions. So again, I'm Johnny Seed. I'm from Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's where I've been my whole life. I've been around the United States here and there. I've been around Colombia. It's where my mom's from, but predominantly coming out of Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's been a crazy ride. It's been a crazy journey working with a bunch of artists from Jersey, from the United States, internationally. It's just amazing to see everyone come together with just music. Never forget that everyone's connected somehow, whatever you believe in, whether it be the universe, God, spiritually, we're all human, we're all connected. So never be scared to just open up, speak. If they're not there for you, they'll go and you'll find someone that will be. But you're not alone. So just execute everything that you possibly can, one at a time, one step at a time. And there's always help out there. Trust me, you'll find help. Eventually, just gotta keep looking. You'll find what you seek.
I'm Luis Vasquez. I'm the owner of Carrier Crumbs LLC. It's on this side, right? Owner of Carrier Crumbs LLC. We are a media company. We focus on underground artists and supporting others, and we're trying to build a community, or we are building a community of like-minded people, and I think today is a good step to building even more on that. So I met John through Johnny, who was probably on the edit earlier. We were at a Great Day Fest by Dirty Politics, and John was just a cool guy. He's like, oh, you got a camera? I got a camera. Let's work together. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I like your energy. He hits me up talking about, oh, I'm trying to do this We Are the World kind of event. I got 72 artists pulling up to a basement studio. And I'm like, bro, what? I was on board immediately. Like, yeah, I think what he's doing is really dope. It's like 72 artists pulling up in a basement and collaborating. And I feel like that's the heart of what we stand for. So immediately I had to say yes and be a part of this. So me, Johnny, Nat, we all pulled up, and yeah, we're here. I'm documenting history, you know? So for us, for me personally, community is everything. I'm in a space where I'm very connected to a lot of dope artists, but a lot of those dope artists don't know about each other. So for me, I can be put in a position where I'm like, hey, meet this guy. You over there, you kind of relate to this guy. And then I have this little bubble of people that are just making dope shit and like supporting each other. So seeing that grow and seeing that become what it is today, and then community is everything, bro. You can't deal with things on your own. It takes a village. And what's the other quote? It's like, your network is your net worth. Like, I firmly believe that, like, you gotta have a dope set of people around you to make things happen. Me personally, I have had my own fair share of mental health issues. It's one of those things that people don't really talk about. And again, that's why community is important, because it's always good to have an outlet for that. Supporting mental health today is really important to me, because sometimes you don't have that outlet that could really bottle up in you, and you need to, you know, let that out. Be there for your friends, but first and foremost, be there for yourself. If you're going through mental health issues right now, if you're fighting a battle that you don't really speak on it. Johnny mentioned having almost bad vices to lean on, and that's something, that's not a route you want to go down. I've seen a lot of friends go down that route, and it's not something that's easy to get out of, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and the first step is to just talk about it.
Or who are a couple artists that you've enjoyed working with thus far?
Everybody. I feel like everybody that I've you know, shook hands with, recorded, took a flick with, just dapped up, even just conversated with. Everybody has their own unique style. Everybody's got their own voice. Everybody has things that they need to get off their chest. So I think everybody.
Why Hear Your Crumbs? What brought the idea to build this empire?
Dude, I feel like I was in New York and I was kind of just a starving artist per se, because I wasn't making any money off my videos. I wasn't collaborating with anybody. I didn't know anybody. I was squatting in an apartment. The second I started reaching out to people and having that community being built, it became Carry Your Crumbs. So I had to put a name on that bubble. We could let him. Shout out Kyle. Dope crib.
Lastly, what advice would you give to somebody who wants to be a videographer and they're young and they just feel like it's overwhelming for them?
Dude, just shoot and keep shooting, and then once you're done shooting, just shoot some more. You're gonna suck at first. Your videos are gonna be trash. Some of my videos are still trash, but it's like, take the criticism, learn, go to the next thing. But the most important part is just finding other people who are interested in what you do and just film together. You can find me at Carry Your Crumbs on Instagram, carrycrumbs.com, hashtag spread the crumbs. Find us on YouTube, Carry Your Crumbs, just everything Carry Your Crumbs. We're looking to help you out. We're looking to keep building. Spread the crumbs.